What if Cobra Kai Season 6 really was the end of Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso's story? And what if that doesn't mean the end of the Karate Kid universe? Because as of August 28, 2026, there is still no official announcement for Cobra Kai Season 7. No renewal. No production update. No release date. And despite what some rumors online might suggest, Netflix has not confirmed that another season is happening. But honestly, that might not be bad news. Because the biggest question surrounding the Miyagiverse may no longer be, when is Cobra Kai Season 7 coming? It might be, what comes after Cobra Kai? Welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of Cobra Kai and the entire Karate Kid universe, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because we're keeping track of every major update. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what we actually know. Cobra Kai ended with its 6th season, and the creators have always described Season 6 as the conclusion of the main story. Johnny finally completed his journey from troubled sensei to someone capable of putting his students before himself. Daniel also reached a point where he could finally move forward without being controlled by his rivalry with Johnny or the complicated legacy of Mr. Miyagi. And that's important, because the finale wasn't simply about ending Cobra Kai. It was about showing that the students had become strong enough to continue without their original mentors constantly guiding them. Miguel, Robbie, Sam, Tori, Hawk, Dimitri, Devin, Kenny, and the rest of the younger generation are no longer just students. They're potential leaders. And that creates a very interesting opportunity for the future. Imagine a new series set several years after Cobra Kai. Miguel could return from college and discover that karate isn't the simple answer he once thought it was. Robbie could become a mentor himself, only to realize that helping someone else avoid his mistakes is much harder than expected. Tori could build a reputation as a powerful instructor, while trying to give young fighters the support she never had growing up. Hawk and Dimitri could even return with completely different ideas about the future of karate. Suddenly, the story isn't about Daniel versus Johnny anymore. It's about the next generation deciding what karate should actually become. And that would be a natural evolution for the franchise. The original Karate Kid was about a student learning from a teacher. Cobra Kai expanded that idea by showing Johnny and Daniel becoming teachers themselves. So the next logical chapter could be about their students becoming senseis. But there is another direction fans continue to discuss. Mr. Miyagi. For decades, we've only seen pieces of his life. His relationship with Daniel is one of the emotional foundations of the entire franchise. But there are still unanswered questions about Miyagi's past. A prequel exploring a younger Mr. Miyagi could take the franchise into a completely different era. We could see the experiences that shaped him, the origins of his philosophy, and the events that eventually led him to become the mentor Daniel knew. However, there's one major thing to remember. A Miyagi prequel has not been officially announced. And neither has Cobra Kai Season 7. So for now, these are possibilities, not confirmed projects. But that's exactly why the future of the Miyagiverse is so interesting. The franchise doesn't necessarily need another giant karate tournament. It doesn't need to recreate Daniel versus Johnny. And it doesn't even need Cobra Kai to return in the same format. It simply needs a story that understands what made this universe special. The heart of Karate Kid has always been about mentorship, redemption, discipline, and passing knowledge from one generation to another. And now, that responsibility could belong to the characters we watched grow up. So maybe Cobra Kai Season 6 really was the ending. Maybe Season 7 will never happen. But instead of seeing that as the death of the franchise,